Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Brock. I'm back once again with another topic to share. And I want to say that I'm truly grateful and thankful for this opportunity and this platform that I've been given to share. These vlogs have been a blessing to me, and I hope and pray that they are a blessing to you as well. So let's get into it. This week, I want to talk about the favor of God. Um, I think it would be hard to find anybody who, if asked or given the opportunity, would not want God's favor in their lives. I feel that God's favor is priceless. It is something that's very valuable. And the $1,000,000 question is, how do we get God's favor in our lives? Now, I don't have a step-by-step equation um, on how to do so, but I feel there are some people in the Bible that God thought highly of. And I feel that if we could get some of their attributes in our lives, God is no respecter of persons, He would bless us with favor as well. Fair enough? Okay. First person I want to talk about today is Abraham. In the 22nd chapter of Genesis, there is an account where God asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac on a mountain. Now, just to be quick, Abraham pretty much had to wait all his life for this son. His wife Sarah was barren, and God promised him at an old age that He was going to give him a son. So, God tests Abraham to see where his heart really is. Does he love his son more than God? So, if you read the 22nd chapter of Genesis, you find out Abraham passed the test with flying colors. So, my question to you is there anything in your life or anyone in your life that you love more than God? If God asks you to get rid of anything, is there anything that you love more than God that you would say no? I feel that if we want God's favor in our lives, we have to put Him first. And He has to be more valuable to us than anything or anyone in our lives. So I feel that Abraham passed that test, and if we could get to that point as well, God will bless us with favor. If you read further in the 22nd chapter of Genesis, because Abraham did not spare his only son, Isaac, God promised that He would bless his seed and they would be like the stars in the sky. And I think it also says that He would multiply them like the sand on the beach. So we know that Jews today are everywhere, and throughout the history of the world, people have tried to get them off the face of the earth. They've tried to take them out, and because of this promise that God made to Abraham, nobody has been successful in doing so. So you want God's favor in your life, we have to put Him first. All right. The next person I want to talk about is Job. We know that Job was filthy rich. He had a lot of wealth and material things, and he also had a lot of children. The Bible says that one day he lost everything. He lost everything. And upon getting the news, the Bible says that Job fell to the ground and he worshiped. And he pretty much said in so many words, I came into this world with nothing, and I will leave this world with nothing. The Lord gave, and the Lord taketh away. That's very profound because coming from somebody who lost everything, he loved God that much. He didn't blame God for what happened, but he pretty much said that he showed where his heart was. It was not on his stuff. It was not on his family, but his heart was on God. So if that had been us, if we had been on the top of the world and lost everything, would we have the same attitude towards God? I mean, if God was to take a family member, would we go in the funeral shaking our fists at God? I mean, I think that is the appropriate response to anybody when trouble comes in their life. So you want favor in your life? I feel that that is a great example of how to act when things don't go your way. The last person I want to talk about is Jesus. Now, granted, there's so many things that you can talk about when it pertains to Jesus, but this one attribute of Jesus I want to talk about today is obedience. Now, the Bible says in Philippians that Jesus was obedient unto God, even unto death. And because of that, God has highly exalted him and given him a name above every name. Now, it's one thing for us to be obedient to God because God is greater than us. He's greater than all of us. But I think it's very profound that Jesus was obedient to God the Father, and both of them are equal. I think it says a lot because Serving somebody that's bigger than you is almost expected, you know. But Jesus was obedient to God the Father, and they're equal. I think that's very profound, and it just blows my mind when I think about it. But because of the obedience of Jesus, God has highly exalted him. So there it is right there. If we could learn to be obedient, regardless of what happens, regardless of what happens to us or where it takes us, I feel that God looks at obedience and he thinks highly of it. If we could have that kind of obedience in our life, I am almost positive God would bless us with favor. There's lots of other people in the Bible we could talk about. I obviously don't have that much time to talk about everybody, but I just wanted to bring out a few people to give what I think would take to get God's favor in our lives. I hope and pray that this was a blessing. If it has been, I pray that you would pass it along to your friends and your colleagues. And until we meet again, God bless.